Hi, everyone. I just wanted to check in with you a little bit and share a little about the microtheme papers, which are coming up to be due soon. Um, I don't really want to talk about content in this video, but I did want to talk about um, how to set up your paper and what usually works in these types of responses. So the microtheme papers are a minimum of 4 pages. They can be in MLA or APA format, whichever you prefer to work with. They should have a works cited if you're working with MLA, or a reference page if you're working with APA format, and they should have correct in-text citations according to the standard of that formatting system. If you are confused about formatting, you can go to the OWL Purdue, and that website is really good at helping with the format of those specific ways to cite. I really encourage you not to work with Citation Machine unless you're going, or Citation Machines, that's one website, but there's many of them, unless of course you're double checking them with the OWL Purdue, because sometimes they create things incorrectly depending upon the information that you have put through for your works cited entry or reference entry. So that talks a little bit about your works cited. I do expect there to be that works cited or reference page and those in-text citations. Anything that you direct quote or paraphrase needs to be cited within the material. That's kind of basic stuff. I did really want to talk more a little bit about what makes a good paper. So really, structure is something that seems to get overlooked quite a bit when these papers get started. So I wanted to share a little bit about that. You should have an opening paragraph in your microtheme essay that lets the reader know what that paper is going to be about. So definitely you should have the title of the article and the author that you will be looking at, and really maybe some initial, ideas that you want to address within your paper, and then a thesis statement at the end of that paragraph that clearly delineates what this paper is going to focus on. So I don't need a summary of the paper because I've read it, but I am looking for an analysis. So you're probably going to be picking an area or areas within the paper that are within the article that are interesting and are standing out to you. And then you're going to do some deep analysis of that material. And then you're going to be using evidence from that source to support the ideas that you have. So a lot of times people don't put thesis statements in. It's really important that that first paragraph is an introductory paragraph that explains what's going to be happening within the paper, what materials you'll be looking at, and what you're going to add to the conversation, right? The thesis statement, what specifically you're going to do within that material. Again, not summary, because I don't need you to tell me what it says, but analysis. Why is it saying what it's saying? What is it doing? What's the value in it? Going back a little bit, that sounds like blogs and vlogs, right? Another structural miss that happens a lot are topic sentences. So you should have topic sentences at the beginning of each paragraph that tell the reader what that paragraph is going to be about. And then again, you should work with evidence from your sources that support the idea that you want to address within that paragraph. And then a concluding paragraph, which is really a recapitulation of your introduction, right? And the first paragraph. So these are basic things. I assume that these are writing skills that you have already developed, since these are upper division courses. But people tend to forget when they write these papers. They just tend to write what's on their mind instead of really thinking about how to organize it. And I just wanted to remind everyone that that is the standard for an upper division paper, is that it's organized, thoughtful, and that it has those elements within it. Of course, topic sentences and thesis statements aren't the most important thing. The ideas that you bring to it are, but there needs to be some structure that we can understand as we're looking at your paper. What else can I tell you? I think that explains a little bit about structure. I had something else I wanted to share, and it's kind of slipped out of my mind. Let me see if it comes to me here. So MLA or APA format, 4 pages minimum with a works cited or reference page. In addition to that, correct format, structure, organization. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to address. Outside sources. You really don't need to have outside sources for these responses. Really, these are long articles. You should be able to write 4 pages of analysis on any of these materials that we have. And then in some cases later on, it might be movies. So as you continue on picking what you want to focus on within these micro themes, there really should be enough material for you to work with our material. You could connect materials together from different weeks. So feel free that if you want to use a couple of pieces of material, that would work also. But it's a little hard to do all 4 weeks if you're trying to do a micro theme, because then you just end up not really going into depth, and it's better to spend time really focusing in one and doing some deep analysis instead of just doing cursory overviews. And then it ends up feeling more like a summary. Anyway, I hope this helps, and that it helps support you when you start to work on your paper. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.